Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I am finally home. I cannot even tell you how happy I am to be home. I had an amazing trip, don't get me wrong. I absolutely loved Ireland, and if you guys wanted to see any bits of my trip, I did do vlogs and I will list those in the description box down below. But the reason why I am so overly excited to be home is because it took me 4 days. It took me 4 days to get a flight home. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I fly standby. My stepdad is a pilot, so I fly for nice and cheap, and I just hop on an empty seat whenever there is one. And let me tell you, that is a horrible idea to do when you're trying to get home from Europe. There were absolutely no flights out of Dublin. They were all totally packed. I actually slept in the airport for a night to try and get a flight, and that didn't work out so well. I don't recommend sleeping in an airport. Horribly uncomfortable and very cold, and you get really smelly. So then I was stranded in Glasgow for 2 nights because I had to try and find a flight out of there. So long story short, I ran out of pre-filmed videos. This has been a long time coming. I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded a video in a long time. This is actually the first time I'm sitting down to film a video in over a month. So I'm so happy to be back at it, so happy to be home, and so happy to get back into my routine. I'm such a homebody. So anyway, back to the actual video that I'm trying to film here. Because I have been gone for a month, I thought that it would be kind of silly to do a what I packed for Ireland and a May favorites, because my favorites are going to be the things that I've been using while I'm gone. So I thought that I would tie this video into one video, show you what I packed makeup and skincare wise to Ireland, and also tell you what my favorites and non-favorites have been out of the things that I packed. Hopefully this is okay with y'all. So this little bag here I got from Superstore. It is a 2-sided travel bag. One side has a little meshy thing for airflow, and the other side is just a zippered pocket, and it fits absolutely everything, including all of the makeup that I purchased while I'm gone, which will be another video I'm filming in a bit. But anyway, yeah, fits so much stuff in here. So on the mesh side, I put all of my skincare items. So I was trying to be as compact as possible, and I packed the Clean and Clear Makeup Dissolving Cleansing wipes, and this is what I used to remove my makeup while I was gone instead of packing like a big bottle of Bioderma. I remembered why I stopped using facial wipes. These definitely burned my skin after so long of not having used them. Yeah, they're really great for travel, but they didn't feel so nice on my skin, so anyway, use those bad boys. I had bought a new facial cleanser before I left. This is the Nude Perfect Cleanse Omega Cleansing Jelly. This is the only cleanser I used while I was gone. I absolutely love it. I won't say I love it quite as much as my Oskia Renaissance cleansing gel, but it is easier to get your hands on, and it's a little bit cheaper. So this is the cleanser that I used while I was gone, and I'm going to continue using it, and it's working really great so far. Packed some deodorant, packed a toothbrush, got some dental floss, tweezers, nail clippers, eye drops, Q-tips, nail file. I packed the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream that I had gotten in that Mother's Day set that I hauled before I left, and it works great. It really brightens and is nice and cooling and refreshing on the under eye, and it was really nice to have in this little mini travel size. Which I don't even think is really a travel size. I think that's like a full size. That's a lot of product in there. In the same breath as that little kit that I hauled, I packed my Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask. You guys don't need to hear me talk about this. This is my most beloved night cream ever. For a facial moisturizer, I didn't want to deep pot anything because usually it ends up drying up or I don't use all of it, so I had gotten this deluxe sample size of the Clinique Moisture Surge Intense Moisturizer. I'm not a huge fan of Clinique skincare. My skin is usually a little bit too sensitive for it, and the same goes with this. It felt like my skin was burning when I applied it onto my face, so I just stopped using it altogether and just using my Origins overnight mask during the day, which probably wasn't the best, but I just couldn't handle this on my skin, and I'm just gonna throw it out right now. I got it in. I packed this Sally Hansen vitamin E cuticle oil. Love this stuff. Super cheap from the drugstore, and it really helps with dry cuticles when you're traveling. And finally, I packed my Indigo Nest fragrance. This is the only fragrance I bought, and it did last me the whole trip with quite a bit of product to spare, and I absolutely love this smell. I will definitely be either asking this for my birthday or just buying it because it's an amazing, amazing scent. So that is everything for the skincare section. We will now move on to the makeup section. First thing I brought was my beauty blender. Can't live without this thing. It'll go with me wherever I go. As for the brushes I brought with me, I won't go into detail about each of the brushes because I have done a full brush video. If you want to see that, I will link it down below. But I did pack some brushes, and I just held them all together with a little hair elastic. I wasn't planning on bringing too many brushes for eyeshadow and stuff because the plan was to be there traveling, doing school, and not worrying so much about my makeup, but that was a big mistake, and I definitely should have brought more makeup because you need to think of the photos that you're going to be taking. Brought my Bobbi Brown blush brush, my MAC blush brush, which I actually used for bronzer. Brought the Real Techniques buffing brush. Love this for foundation. I gained a lot of appreciation for this brush over this trip. It's beautiful. Brought my Charlotte Tilbury Powder and Sculpt brush. Brought this little Still Spa Essentials brush. This is a little domed shadow brush, and this is what I use to buff out the inner bits of my eyebrows. That is definitely a necessity. I brought an eyeliner brush. This is a travel-sized MAC 286 brush that I got for Christmas this last year, and I use this as a blending brush. Brought my MAC 217 and also this deluxe shadow brush from a Groupon set. And those are all of the brushes I brought with me. Alright, so for the base, I brought a travel size of my MAC Strobe Cream. I just realize every day more and more how much I love the MAC Strobe Cream. I don't know why I ever stray from it. Honestly, I don't think the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow compares to it at all. This is so moisturizing, so plumping, gives a beautiful glow to the skin. I just need this in my life every day. I absolutely love this. Big favorite from this month. I kind of forgot that we were talking about favorites. This is my favorite. So I wasn't anticipating the level of cold that Ireland has. Like, it was freezing and raining there all the time, and I was like, oh, it'll be warm, we're going into spring, I'm just gonna bring a BB cream and all will be fine. And I was like, holy crap, I really wish I had brought a foundation. Anyway, all I brought with me was my Maybelline Dream Fresh BB cream. You know, it got me through, I survived, but if I could do it back over, I would bring a foundation because I had some serious breakouts while I was there, like temperature, pressure change, I don't know, yeah, definitely needed more coverage than this. But it still remains one of my all-time favorites, and it's almost gone, so I'm gonna need to pick a new one of these up for the summer. Bought my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. When used with a blender, it's pretty much just as good as the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, but it just doesn't have the same radiance and oomph, you know? So I kind of wish I had brought my NARS one, but this one did get me through. I feel like I got paler on this trip. There was like no sunshine whatsoever. It was rainy and overcast the entire time, so do I look paler to you? I feel paler. For contour, I brought my MAC Sculpting Powder. I wish I had brought my Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder because it just doesn't quite do the same amazing contour as that one does. Again, I survived, and this is what I use for contouring. The only blush I brought with me was my Hourglass Ethereal Glow blush, and I kind of regretted that. I like this one for an everyday use. It's really light and glowy and beautiful, makes your skin look very fresh, but I also wish I had brought something like my Bobbi Brown Apricot because I got bored of using one blush for an entire month, and I should have brought more options. And for bronzer, I used my trusty tried and true NARS Laguna bronzer. Again, wasn't anticipating getting more pale, so I should have brought my Body Shop Honey bronzer, but you know, I love this one all the same. The only eyeshadow palette I brought, surprise surprise, was my Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. This gets you through anything you need. I had planned on filling up my Inglot palette, so I wasn't too concerned about pretty sparkly shadows all over the eyelids, so these are all the shadows I need. Definitely recommend for travel purposes. It's fab. Then I brought the usual squad for the remainder of my makeup, my Anastasia Brow Wiz and the Clear Brow Gel, my MAC Nude Chromographic Pencil, and I brought my Clinique Lash Doubling Mascara, which I really love, but I don't think I love as much as my Lancome Hypno Star. Nothing quite does it for me like the Lancome Hypno Star. And then finally, I brought 3 lip options with me. First being the NARS Recugen lip pencil. Absolutely love this. I 100% will be buying a full size of this when it's done. Did I include this in my last month's favorite? Probably, because it's my favorite and it's beautiful. I brought my Bobbi Brown Sandwash Pink, which is my perfect Your Lips But Better nude color. Absolutely love this lipstick. If I ever get married, this will probably be my lipstick of choice because it is just... it's just the perfect one for me. And then finally, I brought my YSL Volupte Sheer Candy in the number 17. I can't remember what this one is called. Rose something. Anyway, this is an absolutely beautiful lipstick. This is actually the one I wore the most. I have used the crap out of this one. It is such a beautiful, beautiful lipstick. Have I already shown it to you guys? I can't remember. I'm just gonna swatch it for you right here because it is just, oh, it is just so beautiful. It has that like really gorgeous purple undertone. It's sheer. The YSL Sheer Candy lipsticks smell so heavenly. Oh, so fruity, so heavenly. They're amazing. This is so worth the splurge. I love this lipstick. Definitely a favorite from this month. That is everything that I packed with me skincare and makeup wise to Ireland. I packed minimally with the intention of makeup shopping, and I'm staring at my haul pile right down there, which I'm going to be filming later today. And I definitely bought a lot of makeup, so... Anyway, thank you so much for sticking with me throughout this month that I have been gone. I am so happy to be home, so happy to get back onto the filming train. So let me know any video requests that you have in the comments down below because I'm just going to be popping out videos like this summer. That's the plan anyway. I'm just going to be working. I think I'm going to do one summer course, but it'll just be online or whatever. I am so excited to be back and filming and back in my element. Oh, and I almost forgot. I have been putting it in the description box in my last few videos, but not everybody reads those. videos, so I thought I'd just tell you now. I have made my Snapchat open to the world, so my Snapchat is this, at Alana Davison. You can follow me on Snapchat, also Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, and subscribe and like this video if you want to see more videos from me. I'd like that a lot. Yeah, okay, I think that's actually it for now. I just feel like I haven't spoken to you guys in so long. Holy crap. Talk to me in the comments down below. Okay, I'm going to finish this video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!